Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear, listening into another Gamer's Thoughts discussion. In this one, okay. So, why are people so angry about Xbox Game Pass? Like, legitimately, why are people so angry about Game Pass? And on top of that, they keep saying things that are misinformed about Game Pass. Game Pass makes people not want to purchase games at full price. So, would you have said the same about GameFly? Because if I remember correctly, you could pay for the subscription service of GameFly, pick a couple games that you wanted, and play them and send them back if you didn't want to keep them. And if you did want to keep them, then you paid the difference between your membership fee and the full price of the game. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Game Pass essentially allow you to do the exact same thing? Only this time it's digital and not physical. So you can download a game, play it, keep it on your hard drive as long as you wish until that game leaves the service. Or if you feel especially happy about that particular game and you want to keep it as a part of your own library, you can purchase it for roughly $15 off of its full price. It's the same thing as what GameFly did. Microsoft just made it, I guess, easier. That's the only thing that they really did, was make it easier. And on top of that, people try their best to avoid paying full price for games anyway. Like, the general consumer is not running out buying every game at full price. People are waiting for prices to come down. That's why there's a used market, so people don't have to pay full price on it. So why do people act like this is a wholly new concept? The only thing that I would say would be different here versus a service like GameFly, you can actually track the number of hours that a game is being played on Game Pass, and the company that allowed the game to be on Game Pass can be compensated for that amount of time. I've already done this discussion where I compared Game Pass to Amazon actually free for the Amazon tablets, for the Fire tablets. It's essentially the same thing. But here you also have the option to pay the developers for your game. Whereas what I'm looking at, and if I'm guessing this right, since their games are being put on Game Pass, Microsoft probably isn't paying a whole lot to them to have the games on Game Pass. But if somebody purchases it, Microsoft leaves their cut out of the game's price. It's only a guess. I can't say it's guaranteed. But yeah, that's what my guess is. That they are cutting out what they would normally charge the developer and letting the developer basically get most of that price when the customer decides to purchase it while it's in their library on Game Pass. I mean, I doubt that they're not getting paid at all for it to be on Game Pass. It's just not as much and it's not as much directly. But I do think that, hey, it's benefiting them some way, because otherwise, like I said before, companies would not put their games on Game Pass. One way or the other, it is highly beneficial for them. Because Game Pass was really that horrible for third parties, they wouldn't put their games on there. They wouldn't do it. And and I mean, they probably get paid more for Game Pass than they did for a service like GameFly. Again, this is just speculation. I can't say for certain that what I am presuming is the case. But it is a reasonable guess. I just don't get why people can't come to these types of conclusions on their own, or even attempt to do some of the research that would give them answers that, would be comparable. But I mean, why does Game Pass bug people so bad? Now, outside of the DRM aspect, Game Pass is a decent service. And if you treat it like an extended rental service, honestly, you are winning. Honestly. You treat it like an extended rental service with the option to purchase the game at a lower price, you're good. Because one way or the other, the game companies are getting their cut, and Microsoft's getting their cut out of it. So, the only thing I could assume is for third parties, Microsoft gets their cut up front, which is built into the subscription that you're paying for. And third parties end up getting heftier payments on the back end. And on top of that, while games are in Game Pass as a service, if you haven't purchased it, then the time that game is being played is being tracked, and they're getting paid for it that way. Again, I just don't think that third-party companies would sell themselves into this without any way or idea of whether or not they're going to make money out of it. And that's for PC and for Xbox consoles. But if anybody doubts me, go look up how mobile developers got paid for actually free on Kindle. Or on well, it was Kindle Fire back when I researched it, but Amazon Fire. Check. And you'll probably be surprised. But I'm going to stop here. Thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears up for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out, everybody.